Hey guys, we're back on the Hallicrafters 210, and man, she's warmed up now. Here we go.
Services prices have soared for air transport 23.83%, water supply and sewage services 21.54%, and railway transport 20.92%. Overall, inflation has made a big dent in Romanians' spending power. For the nearly 5 million pensioners that represent the most vulnerable of them, the ruling coalition made up of the Social Democratic Party, the National Liberal Party, and the Democratic Union of Ethnic Hungarians in Romania saw fit to only increase pensions by 12.5% as of January the 1st next year, which is considerably below the inflation rate. As for the active population, also according to the National Statistics Institute, the average net income stood at roughly €800 this October, only €1 more than in September this year. The higher salaries are paid in the IT sector, only rose by
It's got that good sound.
€1,900.
It's that
At the opposite
12
pole,
AX7 tube there. Everybody loves. It's got that nice warm sound.
€150. In this rather dark context, a recent survey found that the top three main concerns for Romanians during the winter season are the inflation, the Russian invasion in neighboring Ukraine, and the cost of healthcare services. Over the past 4 to 6 weeks, 80% of Romanians have changed their consumer behavior, whether we look at foodstuffs or other essential products. People are choosing cheaper brands, particularly for household products, snacks and sweets, frozen foods, dairy products, and eggs. In the past month, 3 out of 10 Romanians have switched stores and chosen shops with smaller prices in order to save money. A survey which consulted 100,000 respondents over 18 years of age from all social categories also indicates that the majority of Romanians expect prices to continue to rise throughout the coming year. And this wraps up today's newscast on Radio Romania International. Don't forget you can also follow us online at rri.ru and on Facebook. Focus on Romania. Dear friends, Radio Romania International continues its traditional following of listeners on shortwave, the internet and social media with a new challenge in spite of yet another complicated year. It's been difficult because of the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic and the war waged by Russia against Ukraine, of rocketing prices of energy, the famine in some parts of the world, and also the growing inflation which has turned everyday living into a burden for many people around the globe. We would like to ask you which person you think left their imprint on the world in a positive way in 2022. We are preparing to designate, based on your options, the personality of the year 2022 on Radio Romania International. Who could this person be? And more importantly, why? Would it be a public figure or somebody unknown to the larger audience, but with a special story? It's up to you to decide as usual. You can send your answers by commenting on our website at rri.ro, by email at engl@rri.ro, on our Facebook profile, on WhatsApp at +40744 312650, and by fax at 004021 We recall that in 2021 we did not have the personality of the year, but people of the year on Radio Romania International's medical workers were designated the world's best citizens for being in the front line against the COVID-19 pandemic, together with those who developed vaccines against COVID-19. The personality of the year 2022 on Radio Romania International will be announced online and in our shows on January the 1st, 2023.
Son aliados entre ellos. Ellos se protegen y se apoyan entre ellos. Y dicen ser víctimas del imperialismo yanqui y víctimas del capitalismo, pero al final ellos son los victimarios.
At the end of the day, you can attach any meaning or cause you want to. I'm telling you, it's happening from what I'm seeing. And it's real.
Agradecemos sus palabras de reconocimiento al legado del comandante Fidel Castro y Hugo Chávez y también las palabras dedicadas.
Actually one of the brands that first introduced consumer VR headsets, and back then users need to connect the headset with a computer with some wires. You know, if you want to have some motions or movements, the wires can be even longer. So it's quite inconvenient for users actually to use. But now we can see the headsets are going to the trend of all-in-one design. You can only wear goggles, and then it will be everything for you to experience the VR world. And also, we mentioned the optical system has been improved, of course. Yeah, we can reduce some dizziness from these kind of new optical technologies, and some can even make the headsets lighter so that users' neck won't take too much pressure when using the headsets. Also, for some short-sighted users like me, before I need to wear my glasses while wearing the goggles, that is very, very uncomfortable, I would say. And with that new optical systems, they may no longer need to wear glasses while wearing the VR headsets.
So you think probably these are some of the factors that contributed to the rise of VR technology or VR industry? Miguel, I'm going to ask you something really technology concentrated. Whenever the subject of the VR technology is brought up, people automatically think of the other two digital technologies, namely augmented reality and mixed reality. And some say, well, these technologies are more or less the same, potato, but actually there are some differences. Would you care to explain, like in layman's terms, differences between these abbreviated tech terms?
Yeah, of course. So, like...
Y los alimentos. Ha crecido la inflación y en varios países alcanzó los niveles más altos de los últimos años. El acceso a recursos financieros se ha vuelto más difícil.
Entonces, esto tiene que llamar la atención. Sigo con Roderick, que hay que seguir documentando porque tarde o temprano la justicia tiene que actuar frente a estas cosas. Si vemos el tema de los pensionados, por ejemplo, el tema de los pensionados que están viviendo con...
Business interests starting in the West.
Are the ones that feel the need for additional sources of income. But given the fact that these are family people, how much time is left for them to spend with their loved ones? And are acolo better answers.
Întrebarea se pare cel mai greu atunci când ai jobul 6 din 10 au menționat că era un echilibru între viața personală și profesională și aici, bineînțeles, ne referim la timpul pe care trebuie să-l
I thought the most difficult thing was when you juggle two jobs. 6 out of 10 mentioned keeping the balance between work and personal life. We are talking about the time that they have to dedicate to their jobs and the fact that they're physical and emotional wear, which cannot be avoided, and makes them work at less than full capacity. For a clutter of respondents, it is very difficult to manage the time they dedicate to their jobs. 10% say that it is very complicated to have full performance at both jobs. Therefore, it is no surprise that 40% of respondents said that the moment that one of their jobs would properly cover all the expenses, they would give up a second.
That He was talking to people that will be distracted by money. That parable is talking to people that will abandon the gospel later and start focusing on sharing money on the tithe. Am I right? I'm not no, but they are wicked.
For the network. I watched a program last night for about 5 minutes. Made my skin crawl. It's a big religious fad. Use that because I don't know what else to call it.
La energie, a crizei alimentare din unele părți ale globului, dar și din cauza inflației crescute, care a făcut ca acoperirea cheltuielilor zilnice să devină o povară pentru tot mai mulți oameni. Vă rugăm să decideți care din personalitățile prezentului și-au pus amprenta cel mai mult în sens pozitiv asupra lumii în anul 2022. Ne pregătim să-l desemnăm pe baza opiniilor voastre scrise pe omul anului 2022 la Radio România Internațional. Cine ar putea fi aceasta sau acesta și mai ales de ce? Va fi o personalitate cunoscută sau cineva necunoscut marelui public, dar cu o poveste exemplară? Răspunsul va fi că
Go from extreme theory, go from the
the day and in the evening. When you get home, you have precious little time for yourself. You may watch a movie, and the next day you start over. The only good thing is that your friends work in the same area, so they're on the same pace of life. If not, my social life would have been totally listening to Society Today. Coming up next on Radio Romania International, Visits Romania.
Welcome to Visit Romania. I'm Anna Maria Popescu inviting you today to discover an online platform that helps you find the most interesting museums in Romanian rural communities. It is the initiative of a group of young people, and our guest today is one of them. Ionuț Teodorescu, a documentary photographer and an explorer of Romanian villages. We asked him about Muze de la Sat.
Excellent. ENET.CE. It's the fastest way to get in touch with us. That's our electronic manifest. You can also hear it on traditional.
El 8 de diciembre de 1948, 2 días antes de la presentación formal de la Declaración Universal de los Derechos Humanos.
6240, Havana, Cuba. That's Post Office Box 6240, Havana, Cuba. Snail mail address. Many people might not have email to send us electronic mail, so you can go with the cellular, and it'll get to us eventually later. I'll give you the addresses again. Look at the little for you. We're going to dig into the bag here and throw out some of these things we've got from our listeners all over the world. So our weekly program, it's always fun to do the mailbag show. We've got fun with the mailbag show. So give us a chance to do a touch and look at our listeners and see what they have to say. Here's something from our listener in Vietnam. So it was in Ho Chi Minh City, the capital, and this is from Nguyen Tran Han. Look at it. He says he continues to listen to Radio Vancouver on short wave in the mornings, particularly during the winter when the sections are a bit better. He said he enjoys our broadcast and keep it up. This is straight to our short wave way over there in Vietnam. Thanks, Nguyen Tran Han in Ho Chi Minh City. Here we have something from the UK. This is from our listener, Ronald Bradshaw. Ronald picked this up.
en cualquier país y bajo cualquier régimen social del universo. Al puro y sin guantes.
It's called CUI. Cooler against this breed. They're selling frozen rodents in New York City grocery store. Now, again, I tried to verify that. I found them two different sources, but I'm a little bit leery and I'm a little bit cautious on that, Daniel. But I wouldn't doubt because this is true because many cultures actually raise guinea pigs and other rodents as food.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
They're
Especially New York. Yeah.
Yeah. This is what's happening. And it's just unbelievable. And I know people don't want to hear this, but again, that article, I'm not going to say that I cannot, I want to verify it because it's made from off Alex Jones' site. I want to say it's real, but I'm not going to say it. It seems so far-fetched. But why should it? They want us to eat crickets now. Why not eat a rat? We're not raising guinea pigs to kill them.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
folks, it's been done all over the world. They want you and I to come down to third world Everest, and you're doing it. Don't worry about it. If you can't buy a real hamburger, we'll make you some fake hamburger. We'll make you out of cells from a cow. We'll multiply them here in the laboratory. We meet right here in the lab. It's got to be healthy for you. You can trust us. We'll take care of you. Back to the break, folks. I'm going to talk about any phone calls at 844-769-2944.
Gross.
Del establecimiento de relaciones diplomáticas de los primeros 4 países de esta zona con La Habana. Y hasta en él también
watch some of the concerts using VR images, and that's the closest I got with the technology. More and more people will benefit from such technology, and let's just see where it goes from here. You're listening to Roundtable. Coming up next on the show, how will salary transparency change job recruitment? Stay here. We'll be back shortly.
Sure can use a new speaker. The speaker's shot.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Roundtable, coming to you live from Beijing.
Roundtable.
Roundtable. Connecting China and the world.
We bring you fun and timely discussions about what's affecting our lives everywhere, every day.
Tune in to Roundtable, where the East meets the West, and understanding is the goal.
Dunhuang. Situated along the ancient Silk Road, where fine arts and divine beliefs merged with the natural world. It's where the East and West interacted, and where the world's largest Buddhist art gallery still fascinates and amazes people today. A place where stories of life and death, love and hatred, passion and desire, faith and sacrifice have been generated and told for 2,000 years. Buckle up for our new podcast, Why We Love Dunhuang, the one and only podcast that can take you to the fantasy world of Dunhuang and beyond through our audio tour. Listen and subscribe for free on major podcast platforms. Why we love Dunhuang? You will have your answers.
Ever worried that you'll miss out on breaking events? Tune in to Today to get the latest news and analysis on the important stories in China and around the globe. Today, illuminating the news that matters to you.
Are you interested in learning Chinese?
I always tell my students that listening is the key to mastering the language. Check out Takeaway Chinese, where you can start learning the language quickly and enjoyably, no matter if you're a rookie or a sophisticated Chinese learner.
我来北京5年
There is definitely something that will interest you. Check out Takeaway Chinese. The world starts with 你好.
Discussion keeps the world turning.
This is Roundtable.
It's Roundtable with myself, Ninjin, Yushun, and Miguel Roberg. Coming up, do you want to know how much you will make before you apply for a certain job position? How will salary transparency change the job recruitment? And despite what seems to be a chill of the online ad market, TikTok is projected to double its advertising revenue in the year 2022. Our podcast listeners can find us at Roundtable China on Apple Podcasts. Give us a rating, leave a comment, and let us know what you think. Or you could tell a friend about us. Now on Roundtable, do you want to know how much you will make before you apply for a job position? In the past, a lot of people choose to secretly go to a friend who happens to be an insider for such information. Recently, New York City's wage transparency law went into effect, making it mandatory for employers to share the salary or hourly wage in job postings. How will such a move influence job recruitment? And what are the pros and cons of the policy? Guys, what is this all about? Let's start with Yushun.
Yeah, according to a CNBC report this November, starting from November the 1st, 2022, businesses hiring workers in New York City are required to list the minimum and maximum salary range for a job.
Oh, God, yeah, good luck on that.
Kings have sought it. Nations have fought for it. It has been traded, borrowed, purchased, and stolen.
No, había escuchado de my message today, thank God. I can tell you, if our church were a truly
There's another
New
wacko
Testament
back in
church,
the day, Dr. Gene Scott.
Forest Lawn being right across the street would not have to advertise. It would be the most wonderful choice of locations and would prove the Spirit-led, the founders of that church to Glendale.
Nu întâmplător, în medicina chineză, meridianul plămânului controlează sentimentul de pierdere. În expoziție avem pe lângă această instalație textilă andografii și
Alright, we're going to show you the FM on this. It just sounds good.
The theme song of all time. I will never be moved off of this hill. Somebody could do a new James Bond theme song that I actually thought was better, but it cannot top this song when I was 8 years old and the feeling that I've known this song for 50 years. I'm sorry, there's just not room in my life to move it off the top of the list. If you ever think to yourself, man, I'd like to learn how to play Live and Let Die, I bet it would take a while. I guarantee you it would take longer than it took McCartney to write it.
This is FM. Man, does it sound good.
Wings, he sat down at the piano, said, I'm supposed to write a James Bond song called Live and Let Die, and started tinkling away and singing, and in 10 minutes, the song was written. The lesson, as always,
taking so. He's too far. Oh, Lord, can't touch it.
There's an Arctic gator. That sounds awful. No, there's no Arctic gators in Waterford. There's a gator's dockside. What are our big, independent, mom and pop, funny...
Parce que Jésus-Christ offrit tête lui temps qui offrit by bon Dieu. Pour bon Dieu te ka pardonner péché nous yo. Pas péché par nous yo assez, mais péché tout monde tout. Si nous faisons
I'm using the internal bar on this thing on FM. It's working.
Nous connaissons lui. Là yo moun dit, moi-même, moi connais mon Dieu. Et puis pour en même temps,
Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine.
Yeah.
The most commonly reported
Give
side
me some of
effect
that
is pain at the
vaccine.
injection site. For additional common side effects and full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138
Give me the
or visit
vax.
Prevnar20.com.
I'm going to ask my doctor about getting vaccinated.
With Prevnar 20.
Oh, we can do it.
So I switched to Boost Mobile and got this free Samsung Galaxy A23 5G phone.
Why do you think they call it the Galaxy?
Maybe because the Samsung Galaxy A23 has a huge screen, and galaxies are huge gravitationally bound systems.
But I cried. Let's go. And I
System isn't working at its best, but taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil supports your daily digestive health using a special plant-based fiber called psyllium. Psyllium works by forming a gel in your
I don't have any
digestive
problems
system
going
to
to
trap
cocky,
and remove
I'll
the
tell
waste
you
that
that.
weighs you down. Metamucil's gelling action also helps to promote heart health and slows down sugar absorption to promote healthy blood sugar levels. Start feeling lighter and more energetic by taking Metamucil every day.
Yeah, I do.
Pero en aquel entonces era una locura.
The team, led by Hobart
We're back to shortwave.
on victory, with a score of 38-31. They occupied
She's warmed up good now.
Internațională.
Revoluția română a început în Timișoara și s-a răspândit rapid în întreaga țară, culminând cu procesul și execuția secretarului general al Partidului Comunist Român.
Hello and welcome to a new edition of Happening in Romania with me, Camara Simion.
and Guadalupe, much less complicated than the Northerners. Therefore, the chances of reaching one of the two World Cup tickets are at stake increase. The Cubans will close the participation in the group stage this Wednesday against the aforementioned Puerto Ricans. Here's Alfredo Vasquez for the scoop. Enjoy the Havana.
I forgot this guy. The guy you just heard, he's a ham. He usually does the shortwave conditions and all that. I forget his name, but he's a ham operator, believe it or not.
De ataque que tú tienes. Porque and you're listening to Radio Havana, Cuba. Thanks for joining us here on your radio.
Not him. Who's the other guy?
She has cultural news in the Argentina.
Donde pelearon en las Filipinas. Y eso causó una furia tremenda.
I mean, women out had steaks, but then they had that brown bean soup.
Radio Habana, Cuba. Desde La Habana, y para el mundo.
Say something about marijuana. Yay, got my marijuana.
República Bolivariana de Venezuela, Nicolás Maduro, instó a solidificar la unidad de América Latina y el Caribe.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's the 210. Boy, I tell you what, she sounds good when she's warmed up. See you on the next one.